I'm in the kitchen. What am I doing here?
Waiting for food.
Waiting for food. Sounds like I'm impatient, doesn't it? I'm waiting for food. I eat, and then where am I going?
Fishing.
I'm going fishing. Do you know where I'm going today?
No.
Do you know what I'm going to be fishing for?
No.
Guess?
Perch usually.
Perch. I'm actually going on a reservoir.
Okay.
Very big one as well. So hopefully I'll be well fed, and so will the perch later. I'll see you on the other side. I've arrived. I'm fishing, watching a quiver tip. So quite deep out there. I'm fishing about 20 metres from the bank while I wait for the first fish to put in an appearance. It's a huge reservoir, so unless you drop on them, then you might have to wait a little bit. But I've put some brown crumb maggots out there. They'll certainly draw fish in and keep them there. But while I am waiting, as always, a cup of tea, and how about that? Do you think I like apples? A bag of apples to keep me going this afternoon. A nice enough perch to get me off the mark. And as well as the two red maggots on my hook, its throat, well, there's one coming out there, its throat's full of maggots as well. It's important, especially on a big water like this, make sure that when you put your bait out, which I'm throwing by hand, that your hook bait goes in the same place. Oh, it's lively. Let's get it back, shall we? I'm crouching down, by the way, and I always have an unhooking mat, so no harm done there to the fish. I haven't been here very long, so that's an encouraging sign to get a fish on the bank so early into the session. Also, the movement on the rod tip was so minimal that you had to really be focused to spot it. And that's what I do when I cast out. I keep the attention on the rod tip. And just because it's minimal doesn't mean to say that something isn't happening out there significant, because I'm fishing some distance from the bank, depth of water, I've got mono. So the tiniest little tap on the rod tip like I'm getting there can actually mean that there's something a lot more significant going on beneath the surface of the water. And sometimes you miss, of course, when you strike, but it's looking good, looking very, very good indeed. And the maggots are intact. I'm just going to cast out underarm in the same spot. I've got a marker, by the way, on the far bank, which is probably half a mile away. It's a huge, huge body of water, and I've got a marker over there. It's actually a buoy, so I've put my bait out in line with the marker. That's the brown crumb and the maggots, and then I'm casting to the line as well. Big body of water like this, as I've said, you need to have something that you're casting to, that you're putting your bait out to. And even if it's not exactly in the same little spot, metre square each time, you're in a line, and so you know that you're in the right place. Eating an apple, and the rod tip goes. You won't get wraparounds, but you certainly get enough indication there's a good fish out there. I've got the net already down on the water's edge. Oh, this is a nice perch. Come on, let's get this one in the landing net on the bank, and I'll certainly be a happy camper indeed. Come on, go! Oh no, he's going. Go no! Come on, come on, come on! Yes, I'll be back. I've had a regular trickle of perch activity this afternoon so far. and I could tell from the bites the bream have moved in. Well, let's be a bit more precise. The skimmers are in on the bait.